Hello and welcome back to yet another Zombie Survivors. I had such a blast with this the first time, we decided to jump right back into it. This is literally right on the tail end of my previous playthrough. I couldn't put it down. So we're going to start with the Huntress Survivor. She's got a bow. We do have auto, in case you didn't see the last episode. This is basically it is exactly what it sounds like. It is Vampire Survivors meets zombie game. It makes a lot of references to a lot of different zombie games, and it's very, very frantic. It's very, very hard, and it's a lot of fun. I do have manual aim on, but only for our main character here, and we did win a run last time, and figured out some tactics for this. I appreciate that there's different music as well. I really need a level up. Okay. I think I'm actually, weirdly enough, okay, I was really hoping that if I leveled this up, I would be at the point where I was one-shotting zombies, because this bow needs to definitely be at the one-shot point for zombies. Oh, interesting. The spiders kind of explode into a... This isn't very threatening, but it's also not very effective. And look how much smaller our circle is with only one person. SOS detected. You know what we're going to do. We know that there's people here to save, so we're going to, in fact, save them. Because a rude person would bring someone into this nightmare. So this gives crit chance. So it looks like I'm a very crit chance focused person. We're going to grab the ability pretty early here, because I'm not killing anything. And I need to kill more things before the timer catches up with me here. What is that? What is that? There's a... Magrai? Doomworm? What? Okay. You know, I wasn't really expecting that in a zombie game. Am I one-shotting yet? No, not yet. Probably close, though. I need more crit chance. Ability cooldown. Getting your boss. Weapon fire rate. It'd be cool to get like just like a Gatling gun of arrows out here because of how, you know, fire rates and stuff like that in these games go. It starts breaking reality really, really fast. These spiders are tanky. See, that's how I'd be firing arrows. And then after like 5 arrows, I'd run out. Can I kill them with that? I can! The fact that you can kill enemies with other enemies is like one of the more satisfying things that you can do in video games, I feel like. Okay, this character as the first character, I'm not going to say the words mistake, but it is a little harder. This is no engineer. This is not like I'm really strong with one character by myself. Leave them into that. Very nice, thank you. Multi-shot. There we go. That'll help. Yeah, that's the evolution of my main gun, it looks like. I wonder if I had a choice of evolution. Whenever I was picking the character, I noticed that there was these two things underneath the commander that seemed to indicate that there was like 2 separate upgrades at some point. And then I noticed with the engineer that's now that I've won a match of him as the commander, I can kind of like head towards getting different abilities unlocked, maybe? 3 bullets. Oh, hey, it's the flower circle. Except zombies. This is gonna hurt. Oh, yep, nope. And by hurt, I mean die. Okay, we're gonna try that again. And yes, we're going to keep her as our commander. We believe in her. I kind of know what I'm expecting a little bit more here now. The line, the little like aiming line disappears so early with her that I'm not really 100% sure where I'm aiming. Having to like instinctually fire and considering I'm in a third-person top-down situation, instinctually firing at enemies is a little hard. But we'll figure it out. I wonder if there's headshots. You'd ask, well, how would you do headshots in a third person like this? And my answer would be, play synthetic. They do headshots in third person. It's fantastic. It feels really good. And it's a lot easier than you might even think to get it to feel good. I don't know how, like, mechanically they did it, like, in the programming, but, like, when you shoot someone in the head, like, right there, like, that right there would be a headshot in synthetic. Basically, if you hit him center mass, it is just assumed that you got a headshot. We're going to immediately make a beeline over here. Wasting shots. For this chest. Let's see. We need a boss. Out of those choices, we're going to go for the goat milk. Thank you. I don't know when his hitbox goes away as far as like damage, so we're just trying to be careful with it. Bow is fully upgraded. You're definitely not killing fast enough, still. Gotta kill more of these naked zombies. Ooh, being close to the wall meant that they couldn't actually surround me. That was really nice. Okay, multi-shot. Yeah, look at this. One of the zombies didn't spawn because they couldn't surround me. I kind of want to kill the Doom Worm. Sure, that's a little bit of a natural instinct there. Okay. Who would we take as our next character? I guess we'll, on some degree, have to go with what we're offered, right? I would say if we, depending on what we're offered, I would kind of actually prefer the SWAT, because we didn't really get to see a lot of what the SWAT can do, because I focus more on the tank and the taser guy, taser man. Who should we call our archer individual here? My first instinct was Daryl, but as much as I enjoy gender-bending characters, this just doesn't seem like a Daryl kind of character to me. Daryl's just too, I don't know, serious. I'm not sure what killed me. I felt like I could have... New high score in 0 and lots category. Wow. Wow. That's rude. I appreciate it, though. Okay, okay. So, this character struggles a little bit with being on their own. Who's someone who struggles with being on their own? We're gonna call you Rick. Rick cannot handle being on his own for any amount of time. So we're going to go and find a friend as soon as one is offered to us. Okay, so it looks like after the initial explosion, I can just step in there. I'm going to take arrow rain and focus on that first, because focusing on the arrow itself early was not doing it for us. You know, look, I passed that close to something, you know, all the time. Never take damage. Well, that doesn't really do a lot of damage either, huh? We gotta use Mograi here to assist us. I actually really like this map for the Doom Worm. Not only as, like, I like the map because I'm a huge fan, but of deserts and Doom Worms and such in general, but because the fact that you can manipulate the enemies consistently in order to wipe out huge sections of the hordes. It's just really fun. You know what? Maybe it was one of these guys. Because they don't just bump into you, they also, like, have an attack to them. Alright. And there's a chest down here. We're going to focus on attacks this time, because our main character is pretty good at that. And, it'll also lean into, like, crit and stuff like that. Magnet range, let's go ahead and reroll this. Weapon damage. Us up to 110%, which means that our first upgrade will put us up to 121. I think that'll be, right? 10% of 110? Yeah. Oh, we have a guy. I literally, again, I just didn't, I don't notice these markers sometimes. I think it's just because there's a lot going on, maybe? Can't really fully explain what it is about these markers that is just less obvious to me. The spiders. And the naked runner zombies. Ooh, just barely got out of that in time. That could have been bad for us. Okay, let's see who we get offered, and then we'll make a decision. Yeah, we'll take SWAT. It's kind of who I wanted anyways. I'm curious what his other gun is going to be. I think this is the time to do the thing. I am going to put the manual aim for the whole team on so that we can focus fire as much as possible. I might turn it back off later. Yeah, upgrade your pistol. Wow, your fire rate went way the heck up between upgrades. Critical damage, there we go, that's a good one. The worm coming in actually made me lag there. I like started moving in slow motion. Oh, you know what? No, I think I was moving through a spider web, that's why I was slow motion. I'll go ahead and get out of that circle. I'll take the damage for it, it's fine. Can I even kill these little mummies? I don't think that's something I've seen in a zombie game before, is the idea of, like, so if you're in a world where everything dead comes back to life, right? Ancient Egyptian mummies is kind of a funny thing to think about at that point. Because mummies are, like, you know, some of the oldest zombie movies, if you think about it. We've been making stuff about mummies long before we made, you know, The Walking Dead, or not The Walking Dead, what's that old one? Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead. We've been making zombie movies way before we made Day of the Dead or anything like that. And I'm sure there's movies that came out before Day of the Dead. It's just the first one that the oldest one I can think of. The original Day of the Dead is a classic that a lot of movies draw their inspiration from at this point. Straight away, and we're going to use this over here as a level up. And look at that single target DPS on bosses. It's not as much as like the previous round, but I also think that this level is a little bit harder. I wonder if I can feed a boss to a worm and get an achievement for that. Yep, that one sucked. Okay, there's some... I know there's a chest there. I do know that. But I think I need this healing over here even better. More, I should say. The chest is riskier. We don't have really a lot of ways to heal at this point. Okay, now we loop back around. My gosh. Circles are just popping up every few moments. I can't stand it. There's just too many enemies. I wonder if this is one of those situations. I'm not quite there yet. Don't get me wrong. But I wonder if this is one of those situations where it's just like they kind of need meta progression, and they kind of expected you to have meta progression at this point, so things are actually just harder. Picking up money drops a 3%. Gives you a 3% 100% boost to magnet range. So basically, all money becomes magnets. I'll go for crit chance. Cool idea. And I will probably eventually grab that. Not right now. Health regen. Yes. And we're going to take another level up because we're not strong enough to warrant having another character. Oh, you're new. What do? You chucked the ball at me. And the ball broke into other balls. And I cannot shoot it. All of this is good information to have. Sorry, I was checking something. I just got like 9 messages in a row. Some people often know that I'm recording, and I have informed them that I am recording, and they just text me over and over again anyways. And I'm not sure if they just assume that I'm on silent and therefore it won't bother me or something, or I don't know. I don't know what the plan there was. Either way. We really need to get over to this. This is like very on the edge of being survivable at all times. We really need another level. Helicopter Strike's not going to help us a ton right now. I think multi-shot is actually the best option here. Just more actual damage. Definitely level up the pistol. Ooh, this is gonna be a nice one. Oh yeah! Look at how many guys I just took out with that frickin' Doom Worm. Spice must flow. Okay, we're gonna head over towards some healing, hopefully. Stay near the edge of the map for now, because if a circle spawns, I think we are going to be very... I'm gonna turn this back off now, because I actually want my guy to be focused on my back while I focus on the front. The fact that I can actually aim in different directions, it's kind of actually new to this game. I came out here and they walled me. I haven't seen that one before. Just having, you know, multiple levels of aim, essentially. Break the pistol some more. This chest. Weapon reload time, but okay, I'm perfectly fine with that. So now we really know that we're focused on weapons over... Little explodey beetles have now shown up. This is getting harder faster than I am getting stronger. We are starting to kill, though. It is happening. It's still a little slow. Ooh, there are 2 of these guys now. Also some bullet throwers. So this is turning from a bullet heaven into straight into a bullet hell. I was always curious about the idea of calling these games bullet heavens. I think the idea behind it is that, like, you are the bullet hell, right? And you're putting out a ton of bullets for enemies to try and quote-unquote dodge. But, like, aren't enemies just really slow-moving bullets that track you? Right? So it's still bullet hell. It's still the same thing, really. You just shoot your gun more. I do think it's worth a separate term, but I think Survivor-like might stick longer. But Survivor-like has a very similar problem to it that, like, Roguelite has, is that, like, for example, if I talk to one of my friends who never plays any of these games and I say the word Survivor-like, he assumes that I mean games where you survive in them, which is a fair assumption. I'm going to go ahead and take the tank now. I don't know if this was a good choice. In fact, I think that was actually a bad choice. I am pretty much instantaneously regret that, because he doesn't really add any power to our team at the current moment. Oh, that was a bad one. Dodge chance? Question mark? Health here. Some more health here. Madre's getting smart. Showed up behind us instead of in front of us. Hey, we killed some of those big mummy guys, so they are killable. Wasn't sure. I don't know if I took took damage from that zombie, or if I took damage from that ability that the boss was doing, but it seemed like I took damage from the ability, and it seemed like I took damage before the ability actually went off. I hope that's not the case. Yep, I took damage before the ability went off. Like, before the animation actually got to me. It just happened a second time. Whew. This is not an easy game. Get good. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we're actually going to end it there, because if I do actually do another run and end up playing all the way through, then it's going to be a 46-minute long video. But it does prove that the game's still hard, and I don't think I unlocked anything. It says unlocks at the bottom here, but I think that's just all of the unlocks I've gotten up until this point. Yeah, so... Oh, I see. I haven't unlocked it yet. Oh, so I've actually unlocked more stuff with this guy? I have, like, wish it would tell me. I have some sort of, like, laser rifle and, like, maybe a sniper rifle? Oh, so each of these guys actually have a bunch more stuff. That's cool. I might have to play as the engineer and then recruit the huntress, because that looks, whatever that is, that looks really cool. They also have leader perks. Didn't notice that either. Anyways, this has been a fun game. I'm probably going to play a little bit more of it. Probably bounce between this and Halls of Torment for a little while. And yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more of it. Feel free to leave a like, comment, and possibly subscribe in the channel. And hope you have a good day. Goodbye.